International Women's Day. International Women's Day takes place every year on the 8th of March to celebrate the achievements of women worldwide. The day is also used to recognize women who've made significant contributions to the advancement of their gender. International Women's Day was first celebrated on March 19 in 1911. 1 million women and men rallied in support of women's rights on that first International Women's Day. The United Nations officially supported International Women's Day to...
Hello, good evening, Dr. Mita Chakraborty.
Good evening, Akulina. I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great. Hello everyone, this is Akulina. You are listening to Coffee with Lina podcast. Never be fearful about what you are doing, especially when it is right. A strong woman stands up for herself. A stronger woman stands up for others. Be the woman who never gives up. Today my guest is Dr. Mita Chakraborty, who will share her thoughts about International Women's Day. The theme of women empowerment in 2025 is Accelerate Action. How do you define women empowerment?
Akulina, it's a very good question. In my opinion, women's empowerment I equate to women having the choices. Women empowerment doesn't mean that every woman has to work outside, get up in the morning, just go to put on don nice clothes, go out, or socialize, be in the cafes and restaurants and bars. Some women may just like to stay at home. Some women may just try to take care of children or the family, do flower arrangement, do cooking. But at the end of the day, the woman decides what she does. That is, in my opinion, is women empowerment.
Yes, it's more about choice, dignity, and opportunity.
Yes.
And in this respect, I will mention about one interesting thing. This year, women empowerment theme, and the color is a theme already I have mentioned. The color is purple. That's why she is wearing the purple color dress.
Yes.
Do you have any childhood experience of your life where you realized the importance of women empowerment?
Yes, Akulina. I have been very fortunate that I was born and raised in a family where my parents actually believed in women's empowerment a lot. And at that time, I actually didn't consciously think about that because I took things for granted. But now when I reflect and look back, I realize that in a family of 3 children, I have 2 siblings, 1 sister and 1 brother, and each is unique. 2 of us came out, one of my sister always lived in India, and everybody took a different path. But my parents never ever I felt that they showed any bias or favoritism for the son as opposed to their daughters.
That's great. That's really great. In my home also, I got equal attention because I was raised in a joint family. I had my cousin brothers, but better to say I got more attention than them.
Yes. Actually, to be honest, I think I also got, because being the eldest, my parents had a lot of respect and faith on me, and they thought that I am the one who is like the torch bearer, and show the way and
Role model
role
of your
model.
family.
I mean, instead of role model, I would say that because I took the first step in doing many things, so that way I think I also felt that I got more attention.
Yes. In your opinion, what is the most pressing issue women face today that we need to address to create lasting change?
Yes, Akulina. In order for women to get equal status with men, and not only that, which will be a lasting in the society, I would say that what is most important is that the women should be respected. If there is no respect for the women, even if if the government comes up with the best schemes, but if there is no respect for the woman in the workplace, right, in spite of having the best opportunities, the best schemes, then the woman cannot succeed. Many a time, even a woman CEO is not respected because men do not want to take orders from a woman.
Absolutely.
Right? And of course, so it is not just confined to small households in the countrysides, in the villages of India or little towns of India. Even in a big, even in the Western societies, I've noticed sometimes that a woman who is not respected in the workplace or even at home. Even in my neighborhood in Washington, D.C., I've noticed the mother doing everything, whereas not the father. In this aspect, one quick rejoinder I would say that we had the election in the United States of America, and I have lived most of my life in the US, right? And Kamala Harris got less votes than Donald Trump, but post-election analysis also said that it's because there have been people who did not support Donald Trump, but they also could not bear to vote for Kamala Harris because they feel that a woman cannot lead a nation.
Yes, that's very important issue we have raised. And in this respect, I can remember three women personality. Like number one is Sudhamurti from India, and she fought for with the boy. She was the only girl in her engineering college, and she faced all the obstacles. Still, she overcame those things.
Yes.
And next is Mother Teresa, and one more is Malala Yousafzai, who fought for the girls' education. And hats off to them, whatever they have done. And you have mentioned about Kamala Harris.
And in fact, to be honest, if I may say, in Asia, we have seen many like that. We had an Indira Gandhi, the Prime Minister. Even in Pakistan, Benazir Bhutto. Then we had in Sri Lanka, Miss Bandar Naik.
Yes.
Then, England, we had Margaret Thatcher.
Yes.
So there have been many countries where women did go to the top despite a lot of obstacles.
Yes. Work-life balance is significant factor in our lives. What advice do you have for women who struggle to find out that balance?
Yes, that's a very good question. For work-life balance, I would suggest to the women that follow your heart. If you want to, if a woman wants to work outside, then in that case, the partner, the husband, has to take care of the brunt of the family because, and then, or she finds some support in the extended family, if the parents or in-laws are there, or she finds good nannies or babysitters. Or there was a saying, it was an African proverb, but it became very popular now. It says, they used to say, it was very popularized by Hillary Clinton's book, it takes a village.
Yes.
If that's a opportunity you have, you live in a very extended family, like you said, in your case, you grew up in a joint family. If that opportunity is there, then the woman can happily work and come back because she knows that her family is taken care of. But if that is not there, and the woman should not feel pressurized or have any guilt feeling, then you go for part-time Or I have seen in my, when I was working in the World Bank, my supervisor, Miss Christine Casides, every day she would leave at 5 p.m. and she would say, evening is for spending time with my children. She would have dinner with them, she will help them with, sit around with them when they do their homework, and then we used to get emails from her at 10 p.m., 11 p.m. So you can adjust your work schedule in such a way that you can do the work as well as take care of the family.
Yes, we have that guilt feeling always.
But whatever you do, like if you decide, if a woman decides to stay at home, she should not regret that I stayed at home and I could have done that.
That's their choice.
That's their choice.
Even they think that if you, yes, I can do it, then join somewhere as a part-timer, as
Yes,
a full-timer,
yes,
maybe
yes.
in the community.
Yes.
Yes. Equal partnership is necessary in our society. This is the way we can uplift and help each other to bloom. Can you please share your husband's contribution in your career?
Yes. So, as I said, I have been very fortunate in my life. Like my parents believed in me and created an environment where their daughters automatically became empowered, right? Instead of harping on the theme, women's lead, women's empowerment, they just did it with their actions. Similarly, after marriage, I also have, I was fortunate to find my husband also believes in women's empowerment. It's not that we are discussing that over dinner table, but it comes automatically.
Action.
For example, I am a visiting professor at the National Economics University in Hanoi, and he is much pressurized with his work because he is the lead environmental economist, climate change economist for the entire Southeast Asia. But the days I have to teach, the evening before, he prepares the dinner, he cleans the table, he cleans the kitchen. So through his actions, he shows. So that work, I feel that equal partnership is important for both the man and the woman to thrive.
Excellent. Hats off to him. I really know that how much helpful he is to you, and he does many things. You already mentioned me. And one more thing, I feel that every mother who are raising their boys, they have to teach and have to make them independent, that they can help others,
Yes.
and they can help uplift others to bloom them.
Yes.
To bloom other ladies, or maybe his partner, or maybe his friends. You never know who is going to, whom you are going to meet in the future.
Yes.
Yes, in your lifetime. So it's a great example if they can teach. Every mother should teach their son how to be a man before becoming a man. This thing. How can we encourage young girls to believe in their potential and pursue their dreams without fear of societal limitations?
In this context, I would say a girl, young girl, can do anything she wants if she has confidence on herself, and then no amount of societal pressure can make her move and do, like, make her feel bad about anything, because she if you have self confidence, you can do it, right? And so if that nurturing environment exists in the at home, like I was fortunate to have that at home before marriage, after marriage, that's great. Otherwise, then the woman, the young girls should like to should try to find a mentor, maybe among their teachers, maybe among somebody, among their cousins, elderly cousins, or maybe somebody in their neighborhood who has overcome everything to achieve her dreams. So mentorship is very important. If you don't find a mentor at home or nurturing environment at home, so that most important, you have to have confidence on yourself.
Yes, never stop believing in ourselves.
Yes, yes.
And be like an eagle. So you can fly high. You can think about flying high. And one more thing, set a goal. Young girls, set a goal and try to achieve their goal on the way. My last question is to you. Who is your role model?
You know, my role model is Michelle Obama. She was the first lady of the United States of America and the wife of President Barack Obama. She was a top-notch lawyer. In fact, President Obama, before, of course, much before he became a president, he was her intern, and then romance blossomed.
Yes.
And then after she became the first lady, and obviously she could not pursue her, not even before she became the first lady, because Barack Obama was a senator and he became totally sucked into politics. By that time, they had two little girls. So she couldn't pursue her career as a lawyer, but she took up causes dear to her heart. Like, for example, in the White House, and she actually took up the cause of healthy eating by school children in the US, okay? And she developed a very nice garden in the White House where children will come, school children will come and make a garden and whatnot. And of course, she became she's an excellent orator. She writes books. And last that I saw, she has taken up, post-presidency, she has taken up knitting as a profession. So she is now a big knitter. And if I may just conclude by saying that I also, given that I have done a PhD from Ivy League university like Cornell, I did not become the CEO of a company or whatnot. I decided to become part-time faculty, which gives me the flexibility to follow my passions as well as teach, which I like. But then, bottom line is that there should be no regret. I have no regret of my choices. Instead of becoming a CEO or CO, I decided to become a part-time faculty, but there should be no regret. Yeah, ultimately it is the woman's choice.
Yes. So can you suggest a book to our audience or any movie?
In terms of book, I think there is a book by Sheryl Sandberg, the former chief operating officer of Facebook. It's called Lean In. The main crux of the book is, if a woman works hard and if she knows how to assert herself, she can excel both at home and at work.
Excellent. Excellent for sharing your insightful thoughts with us, and you are the right choice of mine for sharing your thoughts about the women empowerment. I hope everybody can learn something. Last but not least, I want to share the name of one book, that is 3000 Stitches of Sudhamurthy, and one movie you must watch that movie, every ladies, Lapatta Ladies. It's an Indian movie. I would like to conclude my conversation with Dr. Mita Chakraborty today. Next week, I'll be coming with a new person in my video.